Well, if you were a boxing fan back in 1981 and you sat around and thought of the most entertaining and appealing matchup available, you might have come up with a battle between the WBC lightweight champion Alexis Arguello and up-and-comer Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Well, that's exactly what they did on October 3rd of that year, and he created an outstanding lightweight fight. Hi, everybody. I'm Al Bernstein. Happy to welcome you to this edition of Super Bouts, and that is, in fact, the matchup that we'll be showing you tonight. Well, it turned out to be a superb battle between a younger man, Ray Mancini, and a veteran, Alexis Arguello, for the lightweight title. For Ray Mancini, at the age of 20, he came into this bout with a 20-0 record, and he was on a roll. As you see, he won the North American Boxing Federation Championship from Jorge Morales, and then went on to defend it against Jose Luis Ramirez, a man who would later fight for a world title and win a world title himself. So Ray had fought two quality opponents coming into Arguello. Alexis Arguello was already a boxing legend at the age of 28. He had previously won the junior lightweight title and defended it 8 times. And there you see he beat James Watt for the lightweight title. And this was his first title defense against Ray Mancini. There were some questions about both fighters coming into this fight. For Ray Mancini, at the age of 20, had his management team pushed him into this title match a little bit early? Was he ready for a fighter of Alexis Arguello's capabilities? And for Arguello, at the age of 28, he had had 75 pro fights, many of them wars. Some people suspected that his legs were starting to go and he was not the fighter he once was. So the matchup was there. Alexis Arguello, the veteran champion, against Ray Boom Boom Mancini at 20, an up-and-comer. Let's go back to October 3rd, 1981, and take a look at this super bout.
From Youngstown, Ohio, the challenger, Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And his opponent in the blue corner, wearing the all-blue trunks with the white accessory. He is tipping the scales at an even 135 pounds. A record of 71 wins, 4 losses with 54 big knockouts. A native of Managua, Nicaragua, and now residing in Coral Gables, Florida, the World Boxing Council lightweight champion. Please welcome Alexis Arguello.
Alexis Arguello with that gaudy 71-4 record. It includes, of course, a junior lightweight championship as well as the lightweight title, which he's defending here against Ray Boom Boom Mancini. David Wolf, Mancini's manager, behind him, who guided Ray to this title shot so early in his career. Is it too early? That's what people wonder about. Arguello, the older man, will have a big height and reach advantage over Ray Mancini, but that's nothing new for Mancini. It's a situation he is used to. It's a short lightweight, and his damage should be done from the inside. We're into round 1. Tony Perez is the referee. This one is scheduled for 15 rounds for the WBC Lightweight Championship. The plan for Mancini is to try and jab his way in so that he can get inside and work the body of Alexis Arguello. His trainer, Murphy Griffith, believes that's his ticket to victory. Arguello, of course, with the vaunted right hand, the right hand that has put away so many opponents. 58 to this point. And you see Mancini using that jab here in the first round, trying to work his way in a little bit against Arguello. The common opponent coming in the year leading up to this fight has been Jose Luis Ramirez, a left-hander from Mexico. Both of these fighters won decisions over him. 10-rounder for Arguello and a 12-rounder for Ray Mancini. There's the left hook to the body and up to the head by Mancini. That's what he wants to do in this bout. And Arguello throws his first right hand, though it didn't connect. Mancini throwing a three-punch combination as he comes in. Arguello trying to keep Ray on the outside where he can do the damage with that jab and the straight right hand. They exchange jabs. Mancini wants to get in punching range so he can throw that left hook. You saw it just a moment ago and it didn't quite get there. Again, Mancini goes downstairs with the left hook to the body. So it's heating up here in the first round as Mancini closes the distance on Arguello, and Alexis counterpunches, as always, extremely well. So the first round, the feeling out process is just about over. Things are getting ready to heat up. We return for round 3 of this WBC lightweight championship matchup. Alexis Arguello on the right of your screen and Ray Boom Boom Mancini, the shorter man. Arguello, the taller of the two, he has almost a 5-inch height advantage over Mancini. And a big reach advantage as well. Arguello, the champion, defending against 20-year-old Ray Mancini. And you see Arguello using that long jab to keep Ray at the end of his punches. Alexis, the former junior lightweight champ, defended that title 8 times. And he virtually wiped out the junior lightweight division, beating people like Alfredo Escalera, Bazooka Limon, Bobby Chacon, Ruben Castillo, Roland Navarrete, and Cornelius Boza Edwards. Who didn't he beat in the junior lightweight division? So he has stepped up to the lightweights, won the title from James Watt, and here in his first defense does not get an easy task, facing young Ray Mancini. Arguello coming underneath with that left hand, nails Mancini coming in. Again, the stiff jab of Arguello. For Mancini, the task is to get inside, see if he can work the body and the head. Mancini's big weapon has always been the left hook. And there's that hook by Mancini after he jabbed 2 or 3 times. When Mancini's effective, he's throwing combinations like that. The 2 left hooks to the body and then comes up with the right hand over the top. So far, the Arguello right has not connected solidly against Mancini. Ray's done a good job of slipping that punch, and Arguello hasn't thrown it very often. We're in round 3. It's for the schedule for 15 for the lightweight championship. Here in this round, Mancini has put a little more pressure on Arguello. Mancini jabbing his way in, throwing combinations. That'll do it for the third. As we follow Alexis Arguello back to his corner, he now understands that Ray Mancini can throw lots of punches at you and throw them from every different angle. In that third round, Mancini was able to start getting in that left hook to the body and a little bit to the head of Alexis Arguello. Of course, Ray Mancini's story well known. His father, Lenny, a fine lightweight back around the era of 1940s, and his career was interrupted by World War II. Couldn't win the lightweight title, and that man has the WBC lightweight title that Ray Mancini hopes to win, and Ray says candidly he's trying to win it for his dad. We'll be heading into the fourth, and that is Lenny Mancini hoping his son can do what he was not able to, win the lightweight title. We're into round 4. Mancini hooking to the body, comes with a right hand. This is the buzzsaw action from Mancini that we are so accustomed to seeing. But Arguello counterpunching well with the uppercut. Mancini often downgraded as a boxer, but he has good skills. You see here, he's got the jab, the good combinations, and gets the most out of his compact frame. And there again, he goes to the body, and that's the battle plan. Work that body of Arguello. Mancini, a very well-schooled fighter. He has adapted well to the style that Murphy Griffith has developed for him to take advantage of the short frame. And his dad knows what that's all about. Here in round 4, Ray Mancini has really stepped up the pace and decided that he will test those 28-year-old legs of Alexis Arguello, and he just got tested himself by a good left hand. Arguello not noted as a big left hook artist, but he threw a good one there. Halfway through the 4th round. Mancini jabbing his way in, and there you see him land 2 more body shots. Well, Murphy Griffith is the uncle of Emil Griffith, and Emil, though he was short for a welterweight, had a terrific jab, as does Mancini. You don't have to be tall to use your jab effectively. Mancini slipping the left hook of Arguello. Alexis using his jab now to set Mancini up, presumably for the right hand, but Ray is the aggressor in this round. Mancini has forced Alexis to fight at a quicker pace, and I think that is what he wanted to do in these early rounds. And so these 2 lightweights continue their battle for the WBC title.
It all started when Mr. Roberts came home with a new Videomatic camera to number 14, an Amstrad Fidelity production starring Mrs. Roberts.
Ready when you are, Mr. DeMille.
And their mysterious daughter, Mandy.
Oh, I hate being filmed.
Ronnie Roberts as the midfield general.
Sorry.
And introducing the happy feet of young Jennifer Roberts. Gasp at the amazing costumes.
Can't this wait till we're on holiday?
And laugh at it all instantly on the privacy of your own TV.
The Videomatic from Amstrad Fidelity. The whole shooting match for just £499.
Eurosport, erstklassige Sportskanal, im Moment nur auf Englisch, wird bald auf Deutsch gesendet. Die ganze Action, jeder Sport, Eurosport.
In the last round, Ray Mancini went to the body, but then came with that right hand over the top. Arguello, conscious of that left hook to the body, was nailed with the right hand. We're into round 5. Alexis Arguello on the left of your screen, Ray Mancini on the right. Arguello, the defending WBC lightweight champion in his first title defense. Arguello now starting to throw that right hand with some conviction. That is his big knockout weapon. For young Ray Mancini, he is fighting his battle plan, aggressive, working both the body and the head. Few lightweights can throw that double left hook to the body and the head any better than Mancini. Alexis continues to use the jab to try and keep Ray off him, and to some extent it has worked. Well, there you see Mancini, when he gets on the inside, works both the body and the head, and punctuated that exchange with an overhand right. Arguello very reluctant to throw that straight right hand. Content to paw with the jab and occasionally mix in a left hook. Mancini, at 20 years of age, the holder of the NABF North American Boxing Federation Championship that he won from Morales and defended against Jose Luis Ramirez. And right now indicating that, yes, he does belong in there with the likes of Arguello. Good jab by Mancini. Alexis comes back with his own stiff left jab. We're in round 5. Mancini uses the jab and a straight right to score. And again works the body of Arguello. The combination punching right now of Mancini is the story in this fight. He is throwing 3- and 4-punch combinations, and Alexis not getting off as well as he would like. Being pressured by Mancini. Again, the straight right by Mancini. But apparently no big damage. Arguello not hurt, but Ray Mancini having himself an enormous 5th round. Ray Mancini was able to get this jab in response to Arguello. Good straight left jab by Mancini. It's a punch that he used very effectively in that 5th round. We're in the 6th. Arguello and Mancini for the lightweight title. And this kind of action is what Arguello has seen from Ray Mancini throughout this bout. Ray mixing up his attack well and throwing lots of punches. Remember, though, Arguello with that powerful straight right hand, and that, of course, is the weapon he is trying to unload against Mancini, but so far has been unable to do it. There's a right hand. And you can see Alexis starting to set down on his punches, realizing he has got to make something happen here in the 6th round. Because Mancini is just nailing him with shots like that right. Mancini continues to jab his way in and then just misses with that right hand. And is he working the body? Look at those shots downstairs by Mancini. That is really what his battle plan has been in this bout. Laid out for him by Murphy Griffith, his trainer. Arguello is blocking some of those body shots, but some are getting through. And Alexis continues to be patient, looking for the big bomb, but meanwhile, these rounds are slipping away. There's the right by Arguello, just misses. A mouse underneath the left eye of Arguello, it's blackening. In round 6, a bout in which Ray Mancini has lived up to his billing as the young bull of the lightweight division. Comes into this bout at 20 years of age, getting a pretty quick shot at the lightweight title in his 21st pro fight. Arguello, interestingly, had to wait till his 38th fight before he got a shot at the junior lightweight title. Title he won back in November of 1974 against the legendary Ruben Olivares. Knocked him out in the 13th round. They exchange right hands. Now you see Arguello ripping uppercuts to the body of Mancini. The number of punches here vastly favors Mancini. Though now Alexis has picked up the pace here in the 6th. So Arguello responds with his own right hands. He needs to.
This Superman movie is brought to you by Canon,
Quick and happy.
the world's leading camera manufacturer.
I thought you were Superman, huh?
Hey, I am.
Canavision 8 camcorders. If it moves, shoot it with a cannon.
Eurosport, Europa's vooraanstaande sportskanaal, zal binnenkort beginnen met meertalige uitzendingen. Ook in het Nederlands. Eurosport, toonaangevend in sport op televisie.
NEC Transworld Sports.
We return for round 9 of this WBC lightweight championship matchup between Alexis Arguello in the far corner and Ray Boom Boom Mancini coming out. And the story of this bout so far has been the aggressiveness of Mancini, the combination punching, and the fact that he has not been nailed squarely by Arguello with that good right hand yet. Mancini has worked the body of Arguello incessantly during this bout. Arguello with his own good left hook on the inside. Alexis, the 28-year-old champion from Managua, Nicaragua, a popular and genial champion. Perhaps one of the real gentlemen of the sport of boxing. And Coach Ray Mancini, a solid workman at his craft, trying to win the title that his father Lenny could not win because World War II interceded in his boxing career. He just never did scale the heights of the lightweight division as he hoped he would. See Mancini doing a good job of bobbing and weaving and slipping the right hand of Arguello, but that left hook got in by Alexis. So Alexis here in round 9, realizing that he needs to put something together, is doing it. Mancini lunging with a couple of those punches, and that is dangerous for him. And you see Arguello much less reluctant now to throw that right hand. A little over halfway through this 9th round. It's scheduled for 15. The setting is Atlantic City, and the two combatants, Alexis Arguello on the left and Ray Mancini on the right. Mancini working that body again. Snappy left jab by Arguello. And a big left hook. That may have stunned Mancini momentarily. He has Ray moving backwards. Well, the right is what you expect Arguello to hurt a fighter with, but he landed a terrific left hook, but here comes Mancini. Ray lands a overhand right, another right and a left by Mancini. So after being hurt by a left hook, it's Mancini coming back. What a wild 9th round. Again, Mancini nailing Arguello to the head. A toe-to-toe exchange here in the 9th. And if Arguello was waiting to test Mancini's heart, he found out here in the 9th round after shocking him with the left hand, Mancini came back strong. So round 9 is one to remember. Alexis Arguello coming out for round 10 against Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And what a 9th round it was. Mancini hurt with a left hook, coming back with a vengeance against Arguello. And there again, the left hook of Mancini. He is just nailing Arguello with those left hooks. Again by Mancini. After going to the body, comes upstairs with the left hook. And for Alexis Arguello, he will need to dig down into his bag of tricks, of which there are many, and come up with something dramatic here because he is falling behind against Mancini. Mancini fighting the game plan laid out for him, staying busy, bobbing and weaving pretty effectively, staying away from the big power of Arguello, and working that body. Alexis remains ever the patient fighter as he always has been. Classic stand-up boxer with the jab and a good straight right hand, and we saw the left hook from him earlier nail Mancini. Halfway through the 10th round. And if it hasn't been as bombastic a 9th round, it's been a solid one. And there's the good left hook by Arguello. Strangely, that has been the one punch he's been able to land with real effectiveness against Mancini, not so much the straight right. Pressure of Mancini continues, and Arguello trying to counterpunch him and find the answer to hurting Mancini or nailing him with something that will really turn this thing around. See the inside work of Mancini when he gets in there. But you also see that Arguello very adept at blocking lots of those shots. Round 10 is winding down. This one's scheduled for 15. At stake is the WBC lightweight title, which is now held by Alexis Arguello on the right of your screen. Alexis Arguello, the legendary champion from Nicaragua. In his first title defense of his lightweight championship, he had defended his junior lightweight title 8 times. So for Alexis Arguello, as this fight continued, it started to become a real puzzle. He had in front of him the charging Ray Mancini, putting all kinds of pressure on him, and he was trying to find the clue that would help him land that straight right hand, or indeed land another one of those big left hooks that would turn the fight around, because Mancini was very, very busy. And as we go back and take a peek at the action from this fight, you will see that it was the aggression of Ray Mancini that was giving Alexis Arguello all kinds of trouble. Ray Mancini coming at Arguello, working the body, and then shifting his attack up to the head. We move into round 11. Again, Mancini with the left hook, and boy, that has been his staple in this bout, as it always is. The left hook again by Mancini, just glancing off the head of Arguello. You hear the crowd chanting boom boom. Ray Mancini, a popular and charismatic fighter, as is Arguello, revered throughout the world. To this point, the battle plan of Mancini working almost perfectly for him. Able to do much of what he wanted to do. 3 jabs by Mancini, only one got there, but you see it pushed Arguello back a little bit, and Alexis responds with his own good sharp jab. Halfway through the 11th, good counter left hook by Arguello as Mancini comes in trying to throw more of those body shots. Despite the height and reach advantage of Arguello, even from the outside, Mancini has fared reasonably well, better than some thought. Arguello never won to give his opponent a lot of lateral movement. He's so adept at slipping punches and blocking them that his defense is good even when he's stationary. There's the right hand by Arguello. And the jab. So he is starting to straighten Mancini up with that jab and leveling him, hoping that that right hand will get there. Mancini continues the body assault. It's been effective for him throughout this bout. Arguello with the right hand right at the end of the round.
Arnold here. Well, the saga continues. We've just heard from a film critic. He understands how cool filtering 3 times makes Gamer's Old English cider so refreshing, but he thinks our commercials are dull. There's no tension, no drama. Very well, let's introduce a little suspense. Hitchcock, heat your heart out. Gamer's Old English cider. Every drop's been dripped.
Let's go for that famous command. Start your engine.
We move into round 12. The lightweight title fight between Alexis Arguello, the taller of the two fighters, and Ray Boom Boom Mancini. And Arguello starts right out with the right hand. Mancini, the 20-year-old from Youngstown, Ohio. Arguello, 28-year-old from Managua, Nicaragua. Arguello comes into this fight with a 71-4 record. Mancini 20-0. Double left hook by Mancini, and that has been the story of this fight for him. He's just used that punch repeatedly. A better round 11 for Arguello, however. He was effective in that round. It's scheduled for 15, and they've been grueling rounds so far. Arguello really coming to life here in the 11th and now this 12th round, putting punches together. Wasn't throwing combinations early in the fight. And for those who believe that Ray Mancini is nothing but a brawler, a weighed-in kind of fighter who doesn't have skills, this bout should indicate to them that's not the case. He's used a good jab. His defense has been good against Arguello's big bombs. He will certainly work the body well and in combination. There's the straight right hand by Arguello. Perhaps the best of the fight for him. And it is a potent weapon, make no mistake about it. There are many junior lightweights who will attest to that. He's been knocked out with that straight right hand. People like Rafael Bazooka Limon, Bobby Chacon, Roland Navarrete, and Cornelius Boza Edwards. All were knockout victims at the hands of Arguello. All failing to take the junior lightweight title away from Alexis. And that's what Mancini's trying to do now, take the lightweight championship away from Arguello. And he continues to work that body and then brings a right hand to the head of Arguello. Round 12 has turned into a war. Good straight left by Arguello. And a left hook. That left hook may have stunned Mancini. He's backing up. Again the left hook and the right. So Arguello gets his bombs unloaded here in the 12th. For the first time in the bout, he has Mancini going backwards. Mancini staggered at the bell. Just before the bell in the 12th round, that straight right hand from Arguello finally got there and stunned Ray Mancini. Paul Percival working on some blood from the nose of Mancini. Murphy Griffith, his trainer in there, and just outside the ring, David Wolf, his manager, who guided Mancini to this shot at a world lightweight title at the age of 20. Wolf himself, not from the boxing world, a famed writer. As you look at Alexis Arguello, Wolf wrote what may still be one of the best sports biographies ever written, the book Foul, about Connie Hawkins. But right now, his charge, Ray Mancini, in the ring against one of the fine lightweight champions and junior lightweight champions, Alexis Arguello. See how well Mancini stands up after taking that tremendous right hand at the end of the 12th round. Mancini had been hurt in the 9th by a left hook, but responded well from that. Now you see Ray backing up, and this really is the first time in the bout that Arguello has been able to stalk him and come forward. Arguello knows that Mancini was hurt by that right hand. Ray jabbing, now moving laterally. And at this point, maybe thinking, if I can survive these last few rounds, I've built up enough of a lead to win. There's the right hand again by Arguello. This one taken better by Mancini, but you see now Arguello throwing that punch with confidence. Early in the bout, he wasn't throwing it much at all. Mancini jabbing, really trying to buy time, gets nailed with yet another right hand, and another by Arguello. And all those are thrown with lots of leverage. Halfway through the 13th, and this one has not been a good round for Ray Mancini. The left hook by Arguello gets home, and now Ray Mancini, a target for the bombs of Arguello. He is getting nailed with almost everything Arguello throws. Again, the left hook. Arguello, perhaps behind on the scorecards, knowing he needs to make something happen, is doing it here in the 13th after rocking Mancini with a right hand at the end of the 12th. How often Arguello has done just this. Come back after taking an early beating in a fight to hurt his opponent. He is certainly nailing Mancini with everything now. Ray, not noted as a boxer, not the kind of fighter who likes to move backward and use lateral movement, is forced to do it now, and he is taking a pounding from Arguello. Mancini's left hand is low, and Arguello just looking to land that right. It's been a rocky 13th round for Ray Boom Boom Mancini. But he survives it. The expression of Arguello never changes. Same in the 13th as it is in the first. That's Eddie Futch in there. Venerable boxing trainer, one of the best in the business. And so in the 13th round, it was more of the same from Arguello that he'd given Mancini in the previous round. He nailed him with lots of straight right hands, some tremendous left hooks. As they work on Ray Mancini's nose, some blood from the nose. I'm sure they're telling him in the corner he has got to use all the defensive skills he has, maybe get in and smother Arguello. He's getting hit from the outside when he fights on the outside against Alexis. We're into the 14th. Arguello, the WBC lightweight champion, against challenger Ray Mancini. Mancini really owned the early rounds of this fight and some of the middle rounds as well. Arguello really changed things in the 11th when he started to tag Mancini, and toward the end of the 12th hurt him badly and had a huge 13th round against Ray. Early in the bout, it was Mancini doing the stalking. Now it is Arguello coming forward, throwing punches with lots of authority. Like that jab. Mancini is moving, literally trying to buy time to survive. Ray looks very tired right now. Mancini comes in with a couple of good left hooks, gets nailed with a left and a right. Arguello, who took such a pounding in some of the early rounds, showing that despite his 75 pro fights, he has plenty left in the gas tank here toward the end of this 15-rounder. Good body shot by Arguello. Big left hook staggers Mancini. Ray in all kinds of trouble. Straight right hand sends him down. Tony Perez has stopped this fight. Ray Mancini sent down by a wicked straight right hand by Alexis Arguello, who retains his WBC lightweight championship and did so with a ferocious comeback that started in the 11th round. Carried through here into the 14th. Alexis Arguello again finds the power in his right hand to escape defeat. This is how Alexis Arguello retained his WBC lightweight title. He had been in trouble during much of this fight, was behind certainly, but here he nailed Mancini and knocked him out in the 14th round. It all started with left hooks, and then there was the ever-present Arguello right after it. Though people expected the right to be the punch to do the real weapon, there is that devastating left hook after he had already hurt Mancini. And that right convinced everybody that indeed the bout was over. And that man, Alexis Arguello, again snatched away a victory that looked like it might go to his opponent. We'll hear the official call from Ed Darien.
And gentlemen, referee Tony Perez stops this bout at 1 minute and 46 seconds of the 14th round. The winner from Bally's Park Place Casino Hotel, and still the WBC lightweight champion, Alexis Arguello.
And